police are made to protect us, the people. Do you feel protected as a minority?
Well, in a sense, I do not feel protected because I feel like every time I see cops around, like I have to be like on like on the edge kind of and not do like anything wrong at all. So in that sense, I don't feel protected.
Reaction when you see that minorities are punished more severely than other races?
I feel disheartened. I feel sad that our country has come to this point. I mean, not come to this point, but it's always been like this. But like having to feel that because you're a minority, the color of your skin, or race, or religion, it deters how you're punished. Not rather than being the person you are, but because of something you're born with as a person, or was raised up as, to be punished more severely than white counterparts. So that's my stance on it.
Mass incarceration means that we've got a very high rate of incarceration historically, comparatively. And the other thing is the rate of incarceration is so high, so socially concentrated, that we're no longer incarcerating the individual, but we're incarcerating whole social groups. The rate of incarceration now is about 5 times higher than it was historically. Historically it was 100 per 100,000, now it's about 500 per 100,000. If we look at prison, if we add jail to that, it's about 700 per 100,000. Nowhere in the world incarcerates as much as we do. We've seen extremely high rates of exposure to the criminal justice system for African American men with very low levels of schooling. So if we think about black men who were born in the late 1970s and who are growing up through the American prison boom of the 1980s and the 1990s, the chances that they're going to serve time in state or federal prison if they dropped out of high school is about 70%. So going to prison for that group of black men with very low levels of schooling, that's become a normal life event, and that's really only happened in the last 10 years. We're at this point now where there's about 1.2 million African American children with a parent who's incarcerated. That's about 1 in 9. The research shows the kids who experience parental incarceration have diminished school achievement, they have behavioural problems, depressive symptoms, acting out. And there's also evidence that these kinds of negative effects associated with parental incarceration are concentrated more among boys than among girls. And there's a very real risk here that incarceration becomes an inherited trait. The underlying issue is we've chosen prison as a way to respond to that problem of crime. And there are a whole variety of ways that we could have chosen to respond to that problem of crime. We've chosen the response of the deprivation of liberty. And we've chosen the response of the deprivation of liberty for a historically aggrieved group whose liberty in the United States was never firmly established to begin with.
Skin black women, do you feel like you're able to be subjected to racial profiling and police brutality?
I do, because at the end of the day, just because like I'm not like dark, I am still black.
When the praises go up, the blessings come down. When the praises go up, the blessings come down.